saying? Can't be a fool for them.
Jay Cameron.
What's up?
We back?
We back once again.
Man, who are we, man?
Singleton.
I'm Brown.
We what?
We live.
Let's get it.
Man, today, man, this is gonna be a great episode. Like always, subscribe, like, follow all our channels. Please like, subscribe, follow all our channels. We got a nice treat for y'all today.
Yes.
Let's get into it, man. Proverbs for the day, man. Get the people the Proverbs. It's the first, man.
On top.
Yes, sir. Proverbs.
They're the first, so we're gonna go Proverbs 1:7. Okay. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. You wanna get that? You wanna expound that? When we get it?
You can get down.
Sometimes you have to stop watering the tree that won't grow.
Repeat that, man, for the people.
Sometimes you have to stop watering a tree that will not grow. I can feed into you, but it comes a point in time when you're starting to suck up my resources. If you want the knowledge, I will give it to you. But if you're not taking it and you're not using it, I'm sorry, I have to take it on to somebody else. When you're ready, double back. I just keep it simple.
That was good, man. That was good, man. So, man, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Family first on our show. We care about helping the people, uplifting the people, and just enhancing a person's status or position. So today, current event is, they're giving out $700 million to Ukraine military.
Military?
Yes, sir.
For what?
I guess they're trying to give them help them to win.
Yeah, okay. I ain't got no comment on that.
You have no comment?
I was just saying, they giving them $700 million, right?
Yes, sir.
How much did they give out to us when they did the stimulus?
The stimulus was billions.
Yeah, but don't we need help right now?
Yeah, we got a lot of homeless people, a lot of hungry people, a lot of falling bridges. We got messed up water in Flint. We got a lot of stuff going on over here, and we don't have no packages.
Man, I say it all the time. America needs to be like they're on a plane and they just dropped the oxygen mask. Put yours on first. Take care of yours before you take care of somebody else.
Repeat that one more time.
Take care of yours before you take care of somebody else.
That's for America. So today, we're going to get into it, man. Today, we got a treat. We got somebody dear to my heart, a friend, mentor, somebody that helped change my life. I know both of these two.
I was about to say that. Go ahead.
These two, ain't no in between the two. These two, both of them are Leos. I don't know, I got all my friends. My mom was a Leo, and most of the people that helped change my life are Leos. So that's shout out to God, King of the jungle. Yeah. So this young lady has been in my life for over almost 15 years now. And she's a native of Florida, married for 40 plus years. I got a question about that. Y'all, family first. Oh,
that's
my
black.
God.
That's black love. Black excellence.
Black excellence.
Go ahead.
2 kids, 4 grandkids. Woman of God. She's a graduate of D. Spelman College. A member of Delta Sorority Incorporated.
I'm sorry. I'm a Delta guy, not AKA, but go ahead.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord, she's a mentor, a business lady, philanthropist. I can go on, but I'm going to let her kind of give us some wisdom on this day. And y'all will see why I'm where I'm at. And I continue to grow because I hang with these types of people. You can't get nothing better but hanging with people that's going places, doing things, changing lives. And I just love them. So, first question, I want to ask some questions
Wait,
today.
hold up. Can I say something?
You got
Something
a
just
question?
came to me.
Okay.
Look into the camera.
Yeah.
If you're the only growth in your circle, everybody else is probably weeds.
Wow.
You need to prune that out. Okay, I'm back. Go ahead.
Say that again, man. You gotta say stuff twice.
If you're the only growth in your circle, everybody else is probably weeds. Weed them out. That just came. I had to give it to you straight. I'm sorry.
That was straight, no chaser.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Like I said, we on the set with a young lady that helped change my life, and she changed countless of people's lives. Everybody's gonna see this. They're gonna enjoy this segment. I had titles for this segment, and one that stood out to me was "Life After Death." Wow, life after death. Powerful by itself. But I do have a question before we get started. What's the secret to being married for over 40 years?
The first secret is, and it's not a secret, trust God.
There you go.
You have to put your life in His hands,
Yes.
and He will direct your path. Now, everything wasn't roses,
Yeah.
and it's not going to be roses, but with God on your side and in the mix of that marriage, you're going to make it.
Yes.
Y'all heard it. Trust God. Put God first. It ain't gonna be perfect, but stick with it
Right?
and continually talk to God about that person, like I do.
Man law number 1. Can I say it?
Yes.
Have a relationship with God and have God in all your relationships. Go ahead. I'm back.
That's a man law. Book coming soon.
Yeah.
So I want to start off with some questions on why we have you here. You're the expert in this topic. You've helped me and my family. I feel good if something was to happen to me. So I want to share that with all the viewers, all our subscribers and friends and family. Life after death. What that mean to you when you hear that?
Well, you want to make sure that you're in His hands, God's hands, so that there will be life after death. But while we're on this earth, that means also that you want to make sure that you're taking care of your family properly. If something happens to you, they can continue to grow and prosper. I have an example of where there's a family, husband and wife and a little child, and the two of them are making $7,000 a month. So they have $7,000 a month to pay bills. What if one of them leaves the scene? What if one of them dies unexpectedly? They still have to pay those bills. They still have responsibilities. So it's our responsibility, and I think we started with that at the beginning. Fear of the Lord brings about knowledge. When you fear God, you honor Him, you respect Him, you live in His will, and His will is for you to take care of your family and your family's family as well. So doing the right thing would mean that you're going to be able to, if you leave this world too soon, you'll be able to leave your family in good standings. If you live too long, you'll be able to live a comfortable life. So that's what I try to share with people with the work that I do now. You want to make sure that there is life after death. Your family doesn't have to leave the comforts that they're used to. You don't have to. I saw something today. This woman was sleeping in her car because it was a divorce. It wasn't death, but to her that was death. So you want to make sure you align yourself properly and do those things that benefit you and your.
Wow.
Deep.
Wow. That's deep. Man, this is gonna be good.
It's gonna be real good. It's real good.
So when we're talking about life after death and taking care of your family, so are you talking about like life insurance?
That's one of the components, and it's a very big component because if you die too soon, you want to make sure that there's money there to pay your debt off, pay your mortgage. If you have children, make sure that they have money to be educated after high school. And then you want to make sure that the comforts of living are still there for your family that's left behind now. So that's part of it. And the other part is if you live too long and you want to make sure you're comfortable along with your family in retirement. I'm retired now,
Wow.
and thank God. I listen to him, and I'm comfortable.
Wow.
And my children are comfortable who don't even live in my house.
See, I noticed when you said I'm retired, you got a glow, you got a smile.
Yes,
She's like, I'm retired now. Okay.
Yes.
She lit up on that one.
Well, I just know too many people who have retired and had to go back to work because they didn't plan. See, people don't plan on failing, they fail to plan. And when you don't plan for your future, living too long, you're going to find yourself having to go back to work. I don't have to go back to work.
You know where I see that at a lot? Walmart.
Oh, yes.
The greeters at Walmart.
Oh, yes.
I'm like, I know he did not plan to be here 20, 30 years ago.
Right.
But yeah, I see that a lot.
Great example, too.
Yeah.
That's a great example.
Yeah.
Wow.
I learned from that. Another thing I learned, I always learn from everybody else's mistake so I don't have to go through it.
There you go.
Because if you made the mistake and I got to go through it, man, you just wasted time. He's like, you my boy, and you go through something, I learn from it, I understand, I can skip over it and I won't be upset. But like I teach my sons, like, you at 30 should look like me at 50 if you listen. You see what I'm saying? And it's like, if my sons listen to everything I say, the biggest thing my sons have taken from me, I got two sons, one 37, one 34. No kids, no baby mamas. They ain't never been to jail, ain't never been to prison. Now, they could be doing more that I want them to do, but they got the basics for it, though.
Right.
They learn from my mistakes.
You're doing good.
Yeah. But
And that goes back again to your future. Because when you don't fear the Lord, when you don't give him the respect, you're headed for destruction.
yes.
And then destruction could be you not doing the right thing and taking care of yourself and your family. So you want to make sure you're the example that God placed here for others. And if you're not doing what he's called you to do, then you need to rethink those things.
Yes. I like that.
So what's a good number of, how much insurance should you get on yourself or your spouse or as a household?
All of that would vary depending upon, one, the age of the person, and the sooner you start, the better off you'll be. But you want to look at what we call the dime theory. You want to look at your debt, your income, your mortgage if you have one, or mortgage if you plan on having one, and your educational needs for your children. And then you look at how much you have. You want to have at least 10 times your income coming in, okay? So that if you're replaced after all bills are paid, people can still live.
Yes.
And that's a good rule of thumb. You also want to look at your aspirations. No one plans, hopefully, staying in the same place where they are now 10 years from now. So you want to be able to replace yourself. And again, you have to do an analysis to make sure that you're on the right track with your insurance.
Ooh.
Plus, having vehicles, I think you got one started, investments.
Yes, ma'am.
You want to make sure that you are putting money aside that will give you returns that are worthy of your money working for you.
Yes.
And a lot of people don't even understand that. When I learned the rule of 72, it was an eye-opener. And what is the rule of 72?
I was about to ask. The
Rule of 72 says you take the interest that you're getting on your money that you think is growing, and you divide that by the monies that you have. So you have to look at where you're putting your money, how it's going to grow for you when you're doing a plan for your future. Because if you live too long, you want to make sure you have money to spend.
Wait. What do you mean live too long? I mean, because I had an aunt we just buried about 4 months ago. She lived to 106.
Okay.
So when you say live too long, what's living too long?
After you worked, you want to make sure you have funds to continue your livelihood so that you can sustain your living, cost of living.
Okay. Can't depend on the kids, but okay, got it.
No.
So I got a question. You help me with this, me and my wife. The difference between whole and term life policies. Can you tell us the difference?
Okay, whole life is when you have insurance coupled with the savings. The only difference is a real savings. If you go to the bank and you want to get your money out of the bank, what do?
You go to the bank and withdraw it?
Just withdraw it.
Mm-hmm.
But in your whole life policy, they will tell you that you can use the monies that you put in there and you can borrow that money, which means it has to be paid back. It's no longer your money.
Yeah.
It's the insurance company's money that they're making money off of, but they'll let you borrow your own money. Now, I have a problem with that.
Yes.
If it's my money, why am I borrowing it?
Yes, ma'am.
And then what happens if you borrowed some and you pass away before you can pay it back? They're gonna subtract that from the death benefit. See, they don't tell you that, but that's exactly what happens.
Wow.
Okay, but with term is strictly insurance. The insurance you pay on your car, do you get money back from that?
No.
The insurance you pay on your home, do you get money back from that?
No.
It's just protection in the event that something unexpected happens.
Yeah.
That's what term life is. But we say buy term insurance, and then you invest the difference, knowing about the Rule of 72.
Question.
Yes, sir.
With term insurance, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can you like upgrade the policy at a later date? Because I had a friend like a month ago. He just buried his grandmother. She outlived her policy. She was 92 or something, 92, 96. Her policy went to 85.
Mm-hmm.
They did not know until she passed away it outlived the insurance policy.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like they thought a check was coming. No check's coming.
When she turned, and normally it's around, I want to say 80 years old, they'll give you that cash value then. But if you don't ask for it, they're not going to come knock on your door to give it to you.
Okay.
So you have to be learned about what you have.
Wow.
And most of the time, I remember growing up, the only white man in our community was the insurance man. Everybody else was scared to come in there, but he was coming every week, getting that little payment from my grandmother.
Yeah.
So, and it was on the back of the door in case she wasn't home. That's where his money is. But when she passed away, she had about 5 different policies, and when you add them all up, she may not even have $5,000. But she was religiously paying that because that's what she was taught to do. We have to teach our generations now coming up and ourselves a little bit better than they were taught, because they didn't want us to know what we know now.
See, we have to have understanding and not just live off traditions.
Correct.
Because traditions, I said it before, they made to keep us broke.
Mm.
Yes.
You know, we do it because mama did that, grandma did that, great grandma did that, but we did it without any understanding.
Right.
Fully understood,
Right.
we weren't gonna let that man sit on the plastic over there every time he come by on a Sunday afternoon.
You're right.
Yeah.
That reminds me of a story, if I may.
And you may.
There was a family, and they were known for their cooking, and they always got together a lot when it was time for big family gatherings. And the daughter now is cooking the ham that the mother used to cook, that the grandmother used to cook. And her husband just said, "I'm noticing you cooking this ham. Why are you cutting off the sides of the ham before you put it in the oven?" And she said, "Well, I did it because my mother did it." So Mom was there at the gathering. He went and said, "Hey, Mother, why did you cut off the sides of the ham before you baked the ham in the oven?" She said, well, I did it because my mother did it. So my great-grandmama was deaf. He went and said, Mama, tell us, why did you cut off that ham? Because your daughter cut it off. Your granddaughter cut off part of the ham before they put it in the oven. Why did you do it? Oh, that's simple, baby. My pan was too small. So, for all the right reasons, they're doing the wrong thing. Because now they have larger pans, larger ovens, but they're still cutting off the size of the ham.
And they could have locked all them juices in.
Yes.
Whew, boy.
So tradition, it can really hurt you if you don't understand it.
Yeah. And we do a lot of stuff. One tradition I'm gonna bring up that we do, I don't agree with.
What?
Halloween.
Oh Lord.
People don't understand the pagan holiday of Halloween.
Right.
And we do it, and then you say, we're not gonna participate in that. The spouse is like, you can't take that from the kids. Well, I know better, I do better. See, I'm about to go deep.
My light at home stay off.
Yeah.
But there are other alternatives now, though.
Yeah,
a lot
true.
of churches will have things you can't dress up like a goblin or a ghost, but you come and you enjoy having fellowship with one another.
Yes.
So you change that tradition to something different.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Right. Then if you got your light off, and you got them kids in your neighborhood that they didn't like you no way, you getting eggs on your house, you getting toilet paper in your trees. But that's why I stand outside.
Oh no.
And I'm like, I'm giving out headaches and naps. Pick one, but you ain't.
It's not candy. Headaches and naps.
Not candy, not candy. Matter of fact, you come to my house, I'm gonna reach in your bag, take some of your candy.
Wow.
You ain't coming back. I'm good.
Another question.
Yes, sir.
So what's the best time to buy life insurance?
The younger you are, the more you can afford, because it's based upon your age and your health. The younger you are, the healthier you should be. There are some policies that, even with health issues, they will give you coverage, but you're going to pay a little bit more for it than a healthy person would. And then the younger you are, the more economical your payment will be. And then, believe it or not, too, they're like price breaks. Let's say from 50,000 to 150,000, that's one break. But if you get 151,000 up to maybe 250,000, it's going to be a little bit cheaper per thousand. So you just have to be knowledgeable of the type of coverage you're getting, and that helps you too. But again, the younger you are, the older you can sustain your insurance.
Can you get coverage, like, let's say you had cancer, as in past tense?
Okay.
Can you get coverage?
It depends upon the company. Some will say no outright. Some will say we need to check your medical history, and based upon what your doctors say, then they will either give you clearance for it because you're in a remission or it's gone completely. But it just depends upon the companies, because some companies don't want to take that risk.
Okay. I need to know that, but okay.
So, did your parents teach you about money and finances? Was it a good conversation at your home? It wasn't at mine.
Well, that's a yes and a no.
Okay.
My mother was very frugal because she had to be. I grew up in a home where my father was abusive, one, to her, and two, he liked to gamble. So a lot of times she had to make do without monies coming from him, and she made do. I attended Spelman College, and my mother couldn't afford that, but she made do.
Wow.
And we were able to, and my father did help by the time I got of college age, but younger, it was touch and go a lot of times. But I saw my mother and how she was able to make things work, and I learned at an early age, because my older brother would come to me wanting to borrow money from me, and I had it, but he didn't. And as we became adults, you know, I still kept my stride in terms of being able to save my money. And I've had quite a few people. My husband used to call me the First National Bank of Janice. Because we would have friends that would ask for loans and things of that nature. And I'm blessed that most of the people paid me back.
Yeah.
See, you sound like a person that we would say you got more money than God. But if God is your source, though,
Yes, and he is.
okay, that could be a true statement.
Oh, I tell him all the time, my father is rich.
Yes.
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 And what he has done for me and my family, and not just this current family, but me growing up, and my mother being able to make do with what she had, oh, he's rich.
Yes.
Yeah.
For you, and because I personally know, for you to say she got you through Spelman, whoo!
But now, I finished Spelman in 77, and I know now it's a lot more than it was then, but for her, it was about the same. It was comparable.
The rate of inflation, yes,
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 yes.
yes.
Yeah.
Her book is coming soon.
Yes.
I have one more question. Can you look in that camera
Uh-oh.
and tell some person that's hopeless, want to give up, and don't see no way out? Can you give them some advice or give them some words of encouragement?
To whoever's listening, please know that if someone like me can be in the positions that I've been in, I've met presidents of the United States, I've had people to visit my home that I never thought, and not my home personally, but my mother's home and my stepdad's home, people of renowned stature, people who are willing to help and give advice, only because I was able to hold on. Because there were times when I wanted to give up, but I promise you that God made a way that I never thought would be coming this way. And he keeps on doing it. I lose a friend and he finds another one for me. Because with COVID, I've lost a lot of friends that I never thought would be gone now. And you wonder, well, why am I still here? And he always whispers and says, because I want you to continue doing what you're doing. So if you ever feel that there's no way to make that next step, just try. Because he said if you take one step, he'll take two. But if you just try, he'll nudge you on until you make that step. So please be confident in knowing there's nothing special about me other than I am his child. I recognize it, I don't hide it, and he rewards me because of my diligence to him. Again, that goes back to the scripture that was read earlier tonight. You must fear, honor, respect the Lord.
Yes.
And he's going to give you the knowledge. And you ask him. He said if you ask, he'll give it to you. He said, I stand at the door and knock. If you hear my voice, you let me in, and I will come in and sup with you. I learned a long time ago that he will keep his word. And that's how I'm able to stand now.
Thank y'all. We're going to make sure all her information is in our video at the bottom. Once again, subscribe, like, comment, stop by. We're going to have young people like this young lady to come grace our presence with her gift, talents, and skills, abilities, and give us some knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that can help us for another day. Like always, who are we, man?
Singleton.
And I'm Brown.
And we what?
And we was live.
We out.
We out. Thank y'all for viewing.
You know what I'm saying? Can't you're a fool for them.
Jay Cameron.